Okay, I'm going to give you some information on me, the guy behind the channel. My name is Salvador Lopez III. I play guitar, play a lot of classical guitar and a lot of blues. I'm into computers. I had to move my computer desk out of my bedroom because the wife's bearded dragon tank was right here where the computer desk is at. I had to move it over there because it's getting too cold, and it's getting about it's dropping to below 60 degrees in here, so the lizards don't like that. And then my bedroom slash reptile room in the back of the house, it stays a constant 80 degrees, so it's better for all the reptiles. The iguana especially, at nighttime you want temperatures to stay about 80 for an iguana. On bearded dragons it can drop to about 60 degrees. The snakes, they don't seem to mind. Their tanks stay about 74, 75 degrees even with the night temps dropping because they have heat pads and under tank heaters. Anyways, just giving you an update on who I am. Besides the reptiles, I actually have pit bull outside. I have Chihuahua, and I have a kind of mixed breed dog, and that's actually my wife's dog. Currently purchased some editing software. It does not run very good on my laptop because this laptop here only has a dual core and 8 gigs of RAM, and it's the RAM is DDR2. This is pretty old. This thing's pretty old laptop. It's still kicking, so I figured while I was at it, I'd show off one of my guitars. This is actually my Schecter C1 Floyd Rose Hellraiser. It's really dusty. This is the one I play most often. This guy right here is by far probably my favorite guitar out of all my guitars. I actually own this guy. I own an Avenger, which I'll probably make a video where I show you later. My current amp setup is actually, I have a Behringer, or not a Behringer, a Bugera 333 half stack. It actually has mil-spec tubes in it, which I'm not even sure what they are. It has Mercury brand transformers in it because we had an incident where the transformers actually failed. And then I have a Line 6 DT25, and I'll actually get some footage of that. I'm using for my quote unquote studio monitors. I'm actually using some Behringer active speakers, and they sound amazingly good, and they're actually pretty flat. And this guy right here is my Schecter Texas Chainsaw Massacre Avenger. I believe there was a limited run on these of 100 of the actual ones that were set neck. This is supposed to be collectible, but I love the Alnico Monster 3 pickups that are in it. To me, this is a really nice rhythm guitar. Particular model as a 2000 was, I got it in 2007, so it's 7 years old. The particular pedals that I use on my half stack. I use a DS1, and I kind of work it backwards. I kind of do I kind of have the level on it turned. I don't know if you can see that. I have the level turned all the way up, and I have the distortion turned down, and I kind of use it as a boost. It's a really good distortion pedal, but like I said, the distortion on my half stack is better than the distortion on this. So I have it plugged in, and I just use it as a boost. And then I have this guy running through my effects loop with that guy, and all I ever use it for is I have the looper, that's on it, and I use the dynamic delay. And depending on what I'm playing, if I'm playing something clean or I'm playing a lead, you know, I adjust the effects level, like the mix. It's TC Electronic Flashback. These are the particular strings that I like to put on my Hellraiser. They're DR high voltage strings. The only reason why I particularly like these, they're 11 through 50, and to me on the Floyd Rose, the thicker gauge doesn't seem to bug my hands, because whenever you do a string bend, the Floyd Rose actually lifts up and gives way a little bit. And these particular strings right here, I've been through a lot of guitar strings. These stay in tune with my Floyd Rose better than any of the strings I've played with. My Avenger actually has tight fits on it, which I think these are tight fits. I think they're the same string as a tight fit. But I put 10s on the Avenger because it doesn't have that Floyd Rose to kind of give away. I do have a Spear bass. I'll show you that. This is my bass. This is a Spear. It is an SP1. It's an SP1 5-string. This by far is one of the nicest basses I've got. They don't, Spear still makes this model of bass, but I don't know if you can see that. There is actually a silhouette on the fretboard of a naked lady. The new ones actually come with block inlays, Prologue block inlays all the way down them, and the spalted maple doesn't seem to be as pretty as this spalted maple. This bass right here actually has something wrong with the preamp. I got the back plate off of it. I gotta send it off, and I'm actually thinking about replacing it. It has Mighty Mite pickups. These particular guitars, when I still worked at the music store, they came straight from Korea. They're made in Korea, and they have a tendency that some of the stuff from China does it the same way. They actually don't label the electronics that they put on there, like the preamp. They actually sealed it off, and with some black, like hot glue kind of stuff, so you don't know what preamp they use. I'm actually thinking about putting Bartolonis in here. Bartoloni makes a set that fits right in here and has the same preamp setup as this, except for the double stacked knob up here. And what these knobs do actually is, the top one is a high, and then mid, and then low, and then the top of that stack pot. This is actually, the top one's the volume knob for this pickup. The one underneath it is the volume knob for this pickup, and this is a blend in between the pickups. And then there's actually a active and passive switch, so it actually turns on the active electronics, or you can flip it and it makes the pickups passive, which is it's really neat. But I usually use it active because you got more control over your tone. And then the switch on the bottom is actually, it just grounds out the input jack, so it's just a mute. Acoustic right here is it's an Epiphone, but if you look, you'll see it says EPI right there on the headstock. This is when I believe the Norlin company bought Epiphone out, and well, it's obviously not tuned. I inherited this when my grandpa died. He left me this guitar. This guitar right here actually has a V-neck on it, like a boat neck. It kind of diminishes when it goes down, it kind of rounds out. The boat necks are something that takes a little while to get used to. Dimebag Darrell actually, on his Dean from Hell, it has an extreme boat neck on it. I have one other acoustic. Give you a quick shot of my Garrison acoustic. This company right here actually got bought out by Gibson, which Gibson has a tendency to do. This particular guitar right here was made for me. Like, I ordered it and, you know, told them what to put on it. It is covered with abalone all the way down the fretboard. And this particular model is called an LS1, which I think they might have did because of my initials, which is my name's Salvador Lopez. So I think they did LS1 as in Lopez. So it's actually got it's a cedar top, not a spruce top, and the back and sides is actually oven call, which to me has it's a lot thinner of a sound. It's not as loud as, like, say, a Taylor, but it sounds really good. Thanks for watching my video to the end. If you have any questions on any of my equipment or my reptiles, or you want to see a video of skating, because I also do skateboard, just leave me a comment, let me know what you want to see, and I'll post it on my YouTube page. Thank you.